everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. CNP time on the dollar. We do this show almost every day, 9 a.m. CNP time, almost 9 a.m. Because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. Guys, what you see on the chart is a little bit different chart. This is gold versus Bitcoin. It's an interesting chart, so we're gonna look at that a little bit. But Bitcoin is up 1% today after being down a whole bunch yesterday. Yesterday went down. Down here. I still believe in the bull flag. I still believe in the pennant. I'm going to show you the pennant on the chart. We hit some kind of resistance, some kind of pullback. Altcoins did bleed towards downside big time. Yesterday over here, you'll see that a lot of coins did make this, lower, these very nice lows down here. And the big question is this going to pump towards upside, which I actually have a very big faith in. So yesterday we had some kind of capitulation move on altcoins, which might actually be very good for us. There is that. That said, today is 29th of June. So we got 5 days left. 5 days left of consolidation before we actually pump so hard it's gonna leave everybody back behind. So let's go over here and TLA crypto over here, and as you'll see here on Twitter, I did post yesterday and said 6 days left, and that was yesterday. So today it's only 5 days left. So we gotta continue with this over here. We gotta inform the people that it's only 5 days left until the supermoon cycle starts. So they gotta know. People gotta know that there's only 5 days left. How's everybody doing in the chat? Vanaleswa, good morning, what's up? Patch, good morning, let's go. How you doing, man? Ray Race, one in Maui, Hawaii. Manalo nui aloha. Aloha to Hawaii, man. How you doing, man? Good morning, Get Gen X, what's up? SRM, Serum and FTT big pumpers today, and also last 2 weeks. Nice. I hope you're getting some gains there. Rostra, is this happening here? Yeah, it's definitely happening. Eventually, it always happens, but we got like 10 minutes intro so people can get around. Went low a couple of hours ago. I think we can pump to 31k within 24 hours. Roland, how you doing, man? 31k, maybe, just maybe. We are bouncing off of the 10 moving average up here. But before we start let's look at this chart up here. AUX BTC, AUX Gold BTC. There we go. This chart up here is very interesting chart. This is a weekly time frame of Bitcoin, logarithmic chart of gold versus Bitcoin. So oftentimes we look at Bitcoin versus dollar, but who cares about dollar? We want to stack gold, of course. We want to be Peter Schiff. We want to stack gold. We want to know when it's time to stack gold. But when we are not stacking gold, we want to hold Bitcoin, right? So over here it's time to stack gold. Over here it's time to stack gold. Over here it was time to stack gold. Over here it was time to stack gold. Over here there was time to stack gold. Over here there was time to stack gold. And right now it's definitely not time to stack gold. So if you want to be Peter Schiff and want to stack gold, there are definitely times to stack gold, but unfortunately that's not right now. So when it's time to stack gold, stack gold is when Bitcoin hits next stop in 2025. So we are expecting this move to continue towards downside, of course, and of course until at one point in 2025. Over here we want to stack gold towards upside again, right? We want to do that again. So right now that time to stack gold is when Bitcoin hits all-time high. But it's interesting chart, and you can see up here that gold has definitely poo-pooed its pants versus Bitcoin for a very long time. Let's go to the monthly chart over here, and you see it's still being towards downside. I mean every single move over here. This over here actually broke a little bit towards upside. So it is moving a little bit. It's losing it's not losing the speed as far. You can see up here every single time when it started going towards downside, when gold was losing versus Bitcoin, it broke the trend. But breaking the trend does not mean that it's gonna go towards upside. Over here it started continuing going towards downside over here, and then it broke the trend over here again. Over here it went again towards downside over here, and it broke the trend again. So every time it breaks this trend, right? So we can definitely expect this to go down down here, something like this over here, and then, you know, again towards the upside or something like that. Maybe, just maybe. But it is breaking the trend over here, and eventually it will do something like this over here, maybe sideways, and maybe it will have a pump versus Bitcoin or something like that, or maybe just gonna drop down and die. So how gold versus Bitcoin is gonna play out, we do not know, but we do know that right now it's not time to stay gold. Looking sharp, Bratko. Yeah. Thanks for the updates, TLA. The Pete Piper, how you doing, man? Morning, Anthony, how you doing, man? So, Bitcoin up here on the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. Had a little bit move towards the downside. Sorry about too many lines, but you know, we're gonna zoom in very nicely so you can see this very nicely over here. You'll see up here that yesterday was bearish engulfing candle below the support, but it did not break the 10 moving average. It bounced off of that. We opened up below that, but right now we are bouncing off of that, and right now you can see that we are hitting this top over here at the top of the channel. So to me this actually looks like, let me remove a couple of lines over here because these are just resistance levels, and let me just remove that. So to me this looks like a bull flag, right? Big impulsive move towards the upside, and you go into this consolidation phase up here, and then you continue towards the upside. And if we are you know, if we are magicians with our you know, our charts, are some kind of target should be around 35k. So if this is a bull flag, right? So the next move just might be very explosive move, a very pumpy move if it does happen, if this is a bear flag. Another option up here is not that this is not a bear flag. We're gonna look at it here on the foil. It's very nicely, you know, consolidating towards downside up here. This doesn't look like any kind of top to me, any kind of blow off top up here. This is just, you know, consolidation in the downside, just like we had over here. This over here at the top did not look like any kind of top. It was just consolidation in the downside. Let me just remove it here. And you know, and these two patterns do technically look a little bit the same, right? A little bit the same. You have a big impulsive move. You have some kind of, you know, move down here. You get a higher move up here towards the upside, and then you have this consolidation, right? And the same thing happening here, just on small time frames. I mean, it's kind of the same pattern, right? You have this big move towards us, upside up here. You have some small move. You got a big move towards the upside, and then you got a consolidation over here, right? I mean, these two patterns over here on the charts are exactly the same. So if this, since this over here already broke towards upside, what we can expect right now is this also breaking towards the upside up here, and then continuing to some kind of 25k level. So this bull flag actually plays out. Another option up here is that this is not a bull flag, but it's actually indeed some kind of pennant over here, give or take. Something like this over here, either something like this over here, or all the way up here towards the tops, towards these tops up here, and these bottoms down here, you know, yeah, something like this over here. So you know how this actually playing out, but it does look like it might be also a pennant, bull pennant, right? So this is a bullish pennants, you know, consolidation, you know, very sharp pennants in some kind of option up here. They are very bullish. This is a continuation pattern. So whether it is a bull flag or a pennant, I do not know, but what I do know that both of these you know, patterns do tend to break towards upside if you're bullish. Now we are still majorly bullish. Nothing has changed. Even after yesterday's dump, you know, it's mostly altcoins that are dumping big time. You guys gotta understand this. But altcoins, altcoins are dumping, but Bitcoin is not actually dumping. Bitcoin is doing exactly what Bitcoin is supposed to do. Bitcoin is supposed to rally towards the upside, very high. Unfortunately, there is of course a lot of, you know, dumping on altcoins, but Bitcoin is still in a majorly bullish option up here, above all of the moving averages on the weekly time frame. Getting above the 20 moving average on the monthly time frame. We only got 1 day left and 16 hours left, and it looks like it's gonna close above the 20 moving average up here, above the resistance as well, and there will be no divergence up here on the chart as well. So monthly time frame up here, there is no there is no bearish divergence on the RSI. There will be no bearish divergence on RSI. The bullish cross on the monthly is coming in. If this bullish cross on the monthly coming in, it just might be so that we get above the zero line over here, which might actually be very bullish move. And over here on my own indicator down here, we are not overextended or anything like that. We can still move a lot higher to onto that. So you'll see up here that these bigger time frames, they are not bullish by any means. So number one, we are not bearish. Number one, we are not bearish. Number two, we are not optional. Number three, you know, there are no divergences. There are no topping out patterns. So there is no reason to be bearish. Yes, altcoins are dumping down, and altcoins do have bearish tendencies, and altcoins do have the bearish moves towards downside. I've seen that. But Bitcoin is not one of those guys. Bitcoin is not altcoin. Bitcoin is actually performing very well. And I'm, you know, even after yesterday's dump, when altcoins were dumping down like, you know, 8 to 10%, I've seen a lot of coins going down 8 to 10%. Bitcoin has not done that. Bitcoin has not done that. Bitcoin went down 2%, hit the support level up here, and it looks like it wants to bust towards the upside up here. So we're gonna see up here how this actually plays out. But you know, majorly, I'm still very much bullish. I'm not, you know, capo. I'm not crypto savvy. When it comes time to become bearish, we will become bearish, guys. When it comes time to something happens on the chart that tells us, okay, this is very, very bad, we will become very, very bearish, and it might actually go towards the downside. That point has not come yet. There is a lot of talk about, you know, a recession is coming, you know, this year, next year. Again, these, you know, fundamental guys are coming in and, you know, throwing all kinds of data. You know, this guy said that, this guy said this, that guy said that. These numbers, you know, just comes out, and they are always in panic mode. They are always in fear mode. They have no belief. They have no belief. And yesterday I also said that people that have no belief in CZ in the chat over here. Where was it? Over here. Everything's still down. You guys have no faith in CZ. Shame on you. So BNB, Binance coin, is there has been a lot of fun. But yesterday it didn't went down so much. I mean, everything went down a whole bunch. But, you know, Binance coin did not go down that much. And if you look at Binance coin on bigger time frames up here, you'll see that right now it is hitting this 200 moving average. So it is sitting on the support after having this, you know, move down over here. Then I had this secondary move down here. Right now having this triple bottom down here on the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Monthly time frames hitting the 50 moving average up here. If this is not the bottom for BNB, then BNB is gonna die, right? But BNB is not dying. You guys have a little bit of faith. Yes, I know there are restrictions. There are what are you gonna say? There are restrictions in countries about Binance. They are taking Binance. SEC is going after Binance, after BNB, you know, so forth, so forth. They will destroy Binance. They're trying now. They will make a deal. They always make a deal. Binance is too big to fail. I mean, they have got billions and billions of money. It's not easy to destroy, you know, that big of a company. They got a whole bunch of stuff they can use to survive. So you know, if that was the case, I would see, I would definitely would see, you know, BNB dumping even more than that. But right now it's coming to these lows down here. It is really hard to me say right now that, you know, for whatever reason it's gonna break towards the downside. If it does indeed break towards the downside over here, even on monthly time frame, on the daily time frame, you know, we can start talking about, okay, something is wrong. But there is nothing wrong with the chart. It was FUD played out. It went down. It consolidating down here at the bottom of the 200 moving average on the weekly. It's consolidating down here on the monthly time frame. It is getting ready to go towards upside, at least by any kind of you know, any kind of analysis that I've been looking over here, right? If you go to the monthly time frame, look a little bit on the RSI and stuff like that, on the indicators, we are sitting at 40 kind of levels down here at the bottom. This looks like it's increasing, you know, speed towards downside, but overall entire move towards downside has been losing speed, and overextensions are actually towards downside, so there is more probability towards upside. This is monthly time frame. Weekly time frame up here, you can see that weekly right now we're sitting on some kind of 34 levels. Can this dump even more towards downside? Definitely can, but we are very, very low at these lows. So we are not some kind of top up here, you know, where we have a lot of room to drop towards downside. We did cross down through the zero line over here on the MACD, and it does look a little bit bearish, but overextended levels over here already hit. You know, we are still sitting on the 200 moving average. But to tell you the truth, guys, I am not that bearish on BNB. I'm still believing, you know, majorly I still believe majorly in BNB and CZ, and you know, that crypto will you know, survive. That said, Bitcoin is doing fine. It's up 1% up here. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame up here. It is doing fine so far. So we want to see if this, you know, bull flag over here at the top is gonna break towards downside. Is this pennant up here is gonna break towards downside? Will this actually be a spring towards the upside? This can play out a little bit differently. I am majorly bullish in the long term because 5 days left and we got a supermoon cycle starting, guys. 5 days left and the supermoon cycle is starting. Let's go over here. This is a regular chart. Let's go to the regular chart over here. As you can see up here right now, we are starting this move, this weekly move towards downside a little bit, but we are having only 5 days left until the supermoon cycle from the 3rd July to the 14th October starts towards the upside. This is what we are betting over here, that's gonna actually push us towards the upside. These are supermoon, full moon, supermoon cycle. It's there has 4 supermoons in a row that's happening, starting on 3rd of the July, ending on the 14th October. 14th October, new moon, solar eclipse as well. This is gonna be a big dump date, guys. So remember the date. I've been telling you this for a long time. The 14th October, it's gonna be a big dump date, and that's for Bitcoin. Altcoins might, you know, start dumping before that. Bitcoin might hit the top before this date, but on the 14th October, there will be a big dump of new moon or solar eclipse on the 14th October. There will be a big dump, and then after that we get a whole, you know, year of consolidation and pushing down and FUD and stuff like that. But I don't think the real FUD is gonna come until we hit actually October up here. So I'm looking for October up here, then move down, and then, you know, let's move towards the upside up here. So over here we have the accumulation phase. Right now we're having a markup phase, we have a reaccumulation phase down here, and then we have this last move towards the upside. I expect, you know, to hit some kind of top in 2025, give or take. Might be happening a little bit sooner, a little bit after that. So still majorly bullish, because this trend over here is still very much going towards upside up here, So until this trend actually dies and we start breaking towards downside and start losing into the trend, there is actually no way, zero reasons to be bearish in any way, shape or form. When you beard, I think the beard life is done, unfortunately. So there is that. And again, unfortunately, yes, altcoins have been creeping in spans, but right now you'll see that altcoins are at some kind of bottom, guys. Altcoin season is gonna come very, very soon, and when that's gonna actually be, I'm a little bit unsure about that. But I think a lot of altcoins are getting ready to do the move, guys. A lot of altcoins are getting ready to do the move. It is getting very, very close. And there will be altcoin season. So I think what's gonna happen right now, that everything is gonna start going towards the upside. When Bitcoin starts going towards the upside up here, so when Bitcoin starts going towards the upside up here, altcoins are already gonna do the bottom. I think altcoins are already gonna do the bottom over here, and they're gonna start following Bitcoin. But Bitcoin dominance is still going to rise towards the upside. So you can see up here that the Bitcoin dominance is going to come towards up here. I think the Bitcoin dominance is still going to continue rising a little bit more towards the upside, while Bitcoin is going over here towards the upside. And altcoins will definitely follow. But what I think is going to happen once Bitcoin tops out, once Bitcoin tops up here at the top, the dominance chart will also top out, but altcoins will explode, guys. Altcoins will explode. So they're getting right now. Altcoins are getting ready up here, and they're gonna start going with Bitcoin up here towards upside. And once Bitcoin tops out, I think altcoins are gonna do these moves, guys. I think altcoins are gonna do these moves. So you're gonna start with Bitcoin, and then, you know, they're gonna do big moves towards upside after Bitcoin tops out. So they're gonna start going with Bitcoin, and they're gonna do big moves towards upside. So I do believe that right now it is getting very, very close to altcoin season. And it's getting very close to Bitcoin pumpage, and we are majorly bullish. And I mean, I don't know how to explain to you, but you know, this dump yesterday was nothing, literally nothing. Altcoins are so good right now, it is insane. Altcoins are so good right now, it is insane. And there is nothing right now on the chart that's right now telling me that, you know, for whatever reason, we should dump towards the outside. If that happens, you know, I'll tell you. If ETFs are approved, it will force crypto exchanges to lower their fees. 5% with ETF, no matter how many Bitcoin they buy. So when it comes to ETFs, I think there is a time frame when they're gonna be you know, released. So I don't think I'm a little bit unsure whether that's gonna, you know, ETFs, because right now they're just filing for ETFs. The ETFs are not yet you know, approved. But it might take, you know, if our analysis is correct. If our analysis is correct, the ETFs are gonna be approved in October. So they are filing for ETFs right now. The approval, you know, has to go, and blah, 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 blah. And then they're gonna, you know, get up here at the top. They're gonna get them approved. And once the ETFs approved, you know, they're gonna start shorting the Bitcoin, guys. The Bitcoin is gonna get short as soon as the ETFs get approved. So, you know, the ETFs getting approved is not actually a bullish thing. The ETFs, because everybody thinks the ETFs, you know, having the ETFs proposal on the table, it's actually a, you know, bullish thing. But having ETFs approved is not actually a good thing, because once they approved, it's kind of game over. Because, you know, what's next? You gotta ask yourself, okay, so this is the big thing. You know, psychologically speaking, on the charts, this is the big thing right now. The ETFs are getting approved. You know, the trade fight, the traditional finance coming into Bitcoin, and, you know, everybody's super excited. But once they get approved, the mainstream is still not here. The big money is still not here. Yeah, sell the news. No, this is the news, but there will be another pump. But it's, yeah. I mean, the rumor down here, the rumor was that ETFs are gonna come. Over here, they are filing for ETFs, and right now we have this last pump where they actually, ETFs actually get approved. And once the ETFs approved, it's pretty much over. I mean, it can go a little bit higher than that once they get approved, but, you know, give or take, you know, that should be some kind of top. Because what is next? Ask yourself, like, Elon Musk bought, Michael Saylor bought, all the rich guys bought, all the, you know, traditional finance ETFs are on the table, everything is there, and right now we have just a major rally towards the upside. So what's left, right? What is the next thing that's gonna pump? And the next thing that's gonna pump is the mainstream, right? But mainstream is not right here just right now. Mainstream likes to buy when stuff goes, you know, like this towards the upside. So mainstream is not up here right now. So I think they're gonna release the ETFs. That's gonna be a big dump date or big dump event when they start releasing these ETFs. And once these ETFs comes, there will be shorting, there will be reaccumulation, because all of these guys that are buying these ETFs, they wanna buy cheap as well. So they wanna push the price down, they wanna go down, they wanna buy back at 90, 20K, and then, you know, once they bought, you know, they will allow the mainstreams to start buying once they start going towards upside up here. And then mainstream will start, you know, piling in and buying up here at 50K, and then it goes up here to whatever, and then that's some kind of top, and then the cycle is done, right? But right now we're having these ETFs that are coming out, and these ETFs will be some kind of top. But you know, how long time it does take to, you know, get ETF approved? I don't know. But by looking at by looking at the super moons, it takes around 3 months. So, you know, there's that. The first ETF denial will be in October. BlackRock approval February 2024. Why should be denial in October? I think it will pump if ETF approved, because lots of people who don't trust exchanges are going to buy. ETF allow many new people to enter the market that never would otherwise. Nah, most people, you know, don't know how to buy and sell. It's like rich people know how to buy and sell ETFs, but rich people already have Bitcoin, you know. So I think there will be shorting once the ETFs are released. Just like when CME futures up here got released, over here, you know, stuff went down. It's very normal. Like you create a new way for, you know, market to short underlying, you know, currency, and then, you know, you go short on that for 1 year. So you get a 1 year's accumulation time, and then again towards the upside, right? People trust share market bros. Most people will never trust a crypto channel and stand access rate. But guys, that is my take on what's happening in Bitcoin. I haven't streamed yesterday. I was actually extremely tired. Didn't stream in the morning, didn't stream in the evening, and so there is that. Doesn't matter, guys. We bullish. We the blue balls. It's gonna happen eventually. It's going up slowly. I mean, every time people say it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down. It's still not going down. But, you know, when it starts going down, you know, we'll notice. And right now, it's not going down. It is consolidating in a downtrend and stuff like that. But, you know, there is no topping out patterns, anything like that. This right now says, oh, this for whatever reason, it cannot go. It's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go down. Whatever. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Yes, bull flag. So it's either a bull flag or a pennant. It really doesn't matter. It is always bullish. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope I, you know, enlightened you a little bit on what's happening in Bitcoin right now. This over here right now is hitting some kind of top up here, so you can definitely get reject towards the downside. But whether this bull pennant over here or a flag up here, it is bullish towards the upside, but it can definitely fall down as well, so do remember that. But even if it fall down, we are not breaking major support levels. Now, you know, small time support levels, sure, they're getting broken all the time, every single day, every single week, right? But major levels, big levels, are still not getting broken, and you know, it's gonna take a little bit while until to break these levels. If you look at it if you look at on the weekly time frame up here, you know, we are still not below 28k, right? And that's the 10 moving average on the weekly time frame. These stops up here, right? And then you got a, you know, 200 moving average all the way down here at 26.7k. So you know, this box down here is still not broken on downside. The support, major support level is still not broken. So these major levels are not broken just yet, guys. So when it comes to Bitcoin, all good, guys, all good. Enjoy the day. I hope you enjoyed the sun. There is actually a little bit of rain over here, but it's very, very hot. It's very hot. Enjoy the summer, because the summer will be gone. The winter will come. This 14 October will come. The dumps will come. It will be, you know, hell on earth when it comes to, you know, FUD. There will be problems. You have time to be, you know, anxious and stressed out and panicky and fearful, but it's not right now. So enjoy the good times while the good times are here, and when the bad times come, try to be strong enough. So, you know, gather the strength now so you can, you know, survive the bad times. Maybe a fake beer just for the streams. Till I'm having trouble believing this message. You look too young. Yeah, so listen to the baby, guys. Listen to the baby. The baby face. The baby face is telling you it's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. Enjoy the day. I'm gonna go and do stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna go do stuff. Bye bye. Outro.